Shekinah. She really be out here spiraling out of control. I mean, listen, now she's come out of a post saying you're rare, so people are gonna fall in love with the idea of having you. But most of them aren't used to rare. They're foreign to it. So they will lack the capacity to treat you as such. And that's where they lose you. Honestly, the fact that she's speaking about herself as if she's some sort of golden gem is quite comical. You're rare. I mean, listen, to be honest with you, it's a very good thing to value yourself to that standard. You know, when we all look at ourselves, we should always look at ourselves as if we are it. You know, as if nobody can get better than us because we believe that we are that much of a great person. But there's a fine line between believing it internally and quietly compared to then actually saying it out loud. Because when we believe something internally, quietly, it's something that we then become, you know, if anything. But when we have to say it out loud, yeah, that's just audacious. That's just off-putting. That then just takes away the impact of being rare. But she also continues in another post, and it's crazy because I don't know why she had to go to certain lengths to post, you know, obviously what she had to say in such critique ways. But in this one itself in particular, she says, manipulation is when they disturb your peace, provoke you, trigger your mental health, and then blame you for your negative reactions. It's quite funny because she talks about manipulation is when they disturb your peace. Now, fair enough, she may have not have manipulated Sarpa, but we can definitely say that she has definitely disturbed his own peace he had before she existed. But she claims she saved him. She is the Messiah. She is the Sarpa savior. And then she talks about provoke you, trigger your mental health. I mean, Sarpa kind of spoke about his mental health and she shut it down. Regarding provoke, if you ask me, they're both as bad as each other. In fact, she's worse than him when it comes to provoke. She sat there and said that I believe that I could find someone who I can be more compatible with. Ultimate gaslighting type of thing. In fact, that's even manipulation in its own. So it's crazy, but she's the one that comes out of the provoking madness as well as the manipulation madness more than he does. All he says is that you're gonna miss me and cry if I leave. But hey. But also talks about the negative reactions as well. I mean, to be fair, at the end of the day, you get what you give, right? But then in this one itself in particular, she then comes out by saying that, and why she had to do it sideways is just crazy. It's like she's playing some sort of game or something. I don't know. But anyway, my toxic trait is I will mirror your vibe back and watch you get pissed off by your own energy. Do you know what you call that? You call that being immature. Only someone who's immature would do that. Why would you waste time mirroring someone else's vibes just to make them feel the same thing? That is called a waste of your own time. That is called lack of maturity. If you are not happy with someone's vibe, you have an option to leave that person. You have an option to let that person know that you are not enjoying their vibe. You have an option to try and find a solution around it. But to sit there and say that your solution is to mirror it back, how does that make anything better? That makes things just as worse. But of course, Shekinah doesn't believe this because Shekinah believes that she's a saint. She believes that she's never in the wrong. She believes that everything that she has to say comes from a mature way of. She just believes the way she goes about life is mature when it's not. To believe this is a woman who has been a mother to a child for 18 years. Can you imagine? Yes, her daughter, I believe, turned 18 today or yesterday or something like that. Honestly, it makes you wonder sometimes, doesn't it? You know, when I used to always say when I worked with children, the best way to know a child is by looking at their parents. Well, these are the kids that misbehaved. Look at their parents and tell you everything you need to know. So, but then at the same time, that we've never experienced what her father's like, what Shekinah's baby father's like. Maybe he is a much better role model for their daughter than she is, because if Shekinah's daughter's gonna walk around this world behaving the way her mother does, it's going to be a long road for her. A long road of relationships, of loneliness, sadness, nobody really wanted to know you. I mean, hell, we've already noticed that Shekinah has no one in her life. No, she doesn't have any friends, for the most part. We wonder why. I'd be surprised even if her siblings really did like her, to be honest with you, unless they are all the same. You never know. But nonetheless, though, let me know your thoughts down below. We can talk about it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, peace.